You're in the WH Game Hideout. For those of you who have not been to 2014, welcome! You're wondering why I'm wearing this hat, probably.
I'm wearing it because it makes me look gangster.
Nah, it doesn't make me look gangster. Thanks. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of deals over on the fall sale and the winter sales. So I got some great deals at Amazon, and I got some great deals on Steam. Hopefully you were able to get some great deals too, because they had a lot of stuff going on. Steam had their sale, and GOG had a really great sale. I got some stuff on GOG, I think. I don't know. I got a whole bunch of stuff during the sales, but we'll be looking at a lot of that stuff in this coming year, hopefully. And I also want to get back to my adventures in Just Cause 2, so be looking for that as well. I'll try to get it to you sometime this year. In the meantime, Tomb Raider 2013 is a prequel to the games that started the 3D action climbing exploring genre in 1996. With much better graphics and bigger, more detailed areas to explore, this game pushed my system to the max.
Okay, take it slow.
One new graphic feature is called Tress Effects, and it renders the character's hair in real time while applying physics. So hair blows in the wind and flows realistically with Lara's movements. One thing I have to know, how do you keep your hair so manageable and full-bodied, girlfriend? In cutscenes, the frame rate slowed down quite a bit with the Tress Effects on, and it also crashed the game one time at a complicated scene. But keep in mind, this is while I was playing it in stereoscopic 3D. I tried it with Tress Effects on and off in 2D, and was unable to make it crash or even slow down that much. So those of you that don't play in 3D probably won't have a problem. This game surprised me, because it sometimes felt like a survivor horror game. It's very graphic in terms of violence, and Lara can die in many brutal ways. It made me think of the old horror soft games that had multiple means of displaying your untimely and grisly death. From wolves biting her throat, to getting impaled on wreckage while navigating rapids, to just being choked to death by a burly bad guy. This game is definitely M for mature.
I've got to get out of here.
Also, there is foul language. People get burned to death in explosions, or by flaming arrows. There are a few gory boss fights too. So is the game fun? Yes. You get a bow to hunt with, but are only required to do so once as far as I could tell. It was so much fun to hunt and get experience points, I did it on many occasions. With experience points, you can upgrade your guns that you pick up later, and most importantly, your bow. The game has a bit of an RPG feel in regards to these upgrades. The tombs you come across are puzzles that you have to solve to get the treasure, similar to the original games. The funny thing is, for a game called Tomb Raider, the tomb raids can actually be bypassed if you want to just stick to the main story. You don't have to solve those puzzles.
These pots are thousands of years old. They are very fragile. You are an archaeologist, right? No!
The story itself is good overall, but just a tad emotional.
My little bird, this isn't goodbye. I'm not gonna say goodbye.
We got your back, Laura.
It's just emotion that's taking me home.
QuickTime events abound. If you get in really close combat, you will automatically start a QuickTime event. There are also boss QuickTime events. And also the trademark sequences where you have to scramble through an action set piece that is crumbling to dust or being burned up or going underwater. But if you have ever played a Tomb Raider or Uncharted game before, these sequences are no problem.
Toilets. Why does it always have to be toilets?
However, I have read complaints on the internet that using the keyboard for playing Tomb Raider 2013 is very difficult. I wouldn't know because I played the whole thing with a gamepad. I'm an old arcade player. Deal with it. There are a lot of moves you can do with or without upgrading your skills, so you can play the game stealthy or run and gun. There are a few places that the game forces you to be stealthy, but that's part and parcel of a Tomb Raider game, isn't it?
There's no point in following in other people's footsteps.
Is the 3D good? Well, see for yourself. I didn't have any big problems with artifacts or shadows, and the game looks great to me. How long is Tomb Raider 2013? Well, it took me 17 plus hours to finish it, with around a 72% completion rating. How's the multiplayer? I haven't tried it yet. Do I want to go back and solve the other tomb puzzles?
Yeah, I do.
They did a great job on this game, and I watched the credits all the way through. I must say the developers really deserve to have their photos in the credits like they did. Everyone, take a bow.
Laura, you made it.
Well, that's all the time I have this time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next WH Game Hideout.
It's just emotion that's taking me over. Tied up with Zorro and Robin Hood. If you play combat on your old Atari, you'll never be able to beat my high score. You'll never be able to beat my high score.
Stop!